Welcome to Nexus. Today, we explore one of the most important questions of our time, the rise of smart cities and the growing tension between privacy and efficiency. Across the world, nations are racing to build smarter, faster, and more connected cities, powered by sensors, artificial intelligence, and real-time data. These cities promise to solve urban chaos, reduce pollution, and improve the quality of life for millions. But behind the dazzling promise of technology lies a quieter question. As our cities get smarter, are we giving up too much of our personal freedom? Are we gaining convenience at the cost of control over our own lives? Let's take a deep, thoughtful look into the future of our cities and the invisible price we might be paying for living in them. A smart city sounds futuristic, doesn't it? In simple terms, it's a city that uses technology, the Internet of Things, artificial intelligence, cloud computing, and real-time data to make life smoother, safer, and more efficient for everyone. Think of a city that can think for itself. Traffic lights that sense congestion and adjust automatically. Street lights that dim when no one's around, saving power. Smart bins that signal when they're full. And digital control rooms that monitor weather, traffic, safety, and air quality, all in real time. Every device, every sensor, every movement, connected. The goal is noble, to make cities more livable, more sustainable, and more responsive. Countries like Singapore, Dubai, and Japan have already built advanced smart city models. Europe is investing heavily in smart energy grids. And here in India, the Smart Cities mission aims to transform over 100 cities, integrating technology to manage transport, waste, and urban infrastructure. It's a breathtaking vision of progress. But like all revolutions, it comes with a cost. Let's first appreciate the power of efficiency. Urban areas are home to more than half the world's population, and that number keeps rising. With growth comes pressure, overcrowded roads, poor waste management, air pollution, and a massive energy demand. Traditional systems simply can't keep up. That's where smart technology steps in. Imagine being able to predict traffic jams before they happen, knowing exactly when garbage trucks are needed, or cutting electricity waste by half through intelligent monitoring. Cities like Barcelona have done exactly that, using IoT irrigation systems to save millions of liters of water. London uses AI-powered traffic management to shorten commute times. In India, Surat and Bhopal have integrated control centers that can respond instantly to emergencies, saving time, money, and lives. Efficiency, when done right, transforms cities into living ecosystems, where everything works in harmony. But here's the twist. Efficiency runs on one crucial resource, data. And that data comes from us, from citizens. Every camera, every sensor, every connected phone is constantly collecting information. Our movements, our habits, our preferences, even our moods. At first it sounds harmless. After all, it's for public benefit. But as the network grows, so does the amount of personal data being recorded. Soon, we find ourselves living in cities that not only serve us, but also watch us. Think about it. Your city knows when you leave home. It knows the route you take to work, the stores you visit, even when you stop for coffee. It knows where you spend your evenings and what time you go home. It's a vast pool of information, one that can be used to improve life or to control it. The line between safety and surveillance begins to fade. Supporters of smart surveillance argue that these systems keep us safe. CCTV cameras deter crime. Facial recognition helps find missing persons. AI can detect suspicious activity and alert authorities in seconds. It's true, technology does make our cities safer, but there's a fine line between safety and surveillance. When every street, every vehicle, and every face is tracked, the potential for misuse becomes enormous. Data can be stolen, manipulated, or used to target individuals unfairly. What begins as a system for protection can slowly turn into a system of control. In some places, this has already happened. Entire cities now operate under constant watch, every movement recorded, every action analyzed. Efficiency is at its peak, but privacy has nearly vanished. Let's pause for a moment and ask ourselves, what does privacy really mean? Privacy isn't secrecy, it's freedom. Freedom to live, to think, to move, without the feeling of being constantly observed. In a fully connected smart city, that freedom becomes fragile. Your smartphone, your car, your smartwatch, all feed into the same digital nervous system. Algorithms begin to predict your next move, sometimes even before you make it. Suddenly, your daily routine isn't just your own, it's data. And that data becomes a profile, one that can be analyzed, sold, or even used to influence you. Even anonymized data can often be re-identified by cross-referencing. So while smart cities promise convenience and safety, they also create a mirror, a digital reflection of our lives, often without our explicit consent. The global debate is growing louder. Singapore's Smart Nation project is one of the most efficient systems in the world. But even there, citizens ask, how much information is too much? When does security become surveillance? Toronto's Quayside project was meant to be a model for sustainable, tech-driven living. But when residents learned that sensors would track everything, from waste disposal to pedestrian behavior, they pushed back. They wanted answers. Who owns this data? How is it stored? Will it be sold? Public outrage forced the project's shutdown. And in China, AI-powered surveillance covers entire cities, identifying faces in seconds, tracking citizens' movements, even predicting unusual behavior. Efficiency has reached perfection, but at a cost to personal autonomy. India's story lies somewhere in between. Our smart cities are emerging fast, with integrated command centers in Pune, Indore, and Bhopal. The systems are impressive, managing traffic, monitoring safety, improving emergency response. But with scale comes responsibility. Who owns the collected data? The city, the vendor, or the government? Where is it stored? Who can access it? And how do we ensure it's never misused? These are not technical questions, they are ethical ones. And the answers must come before technology races ahead of regulation. So how do we build cities that are smart, yet safe? The answer lies in governance, and in what's called privacy by design. That means privacy shouldn't be an afterthought. It should be built into the system from day one. Only essential data should be collected. Everything must be encrypted, anonymized, and time-limited. Access must be transparent. Citizens deserve to know how their data is used. Governments must enforce strong data protection laws and back them with independent oversight. Europe's GDPR has set a high bar, giving people control over their personal information. India's new Digital Personal Data Protection Act is a promising start, but enforcement will be key. Because technology without ethics is just power without direction. Ultimately, the future of smart cities depends on one thing: digital trust. Citizens must believe that their data is safe, that their rights are respected, that their freedom is protected. That trust cannot be built with code alone. It requires transparency, accountability, and human values. Imagine a city where data is open, but never personal, where sensors help the environment, not exploit behavior, where technology enhances life without invading it. That is the kind of smart city the world needs. Because true intelligence isn't about knowing everything. It's about knowing what not to know. Technology can build smarter cities, but can it build wiser ones? Wisdom means restraint. It means knowing when to stop collecting, when to delete, and when to respect silence. Cities are not just systems, they are human habitats. Efficiency is important, progress is vital, but privacy, that quiet space where individuality lives, is what makes us human. If we lose that, even the smartest city becomes a cage, a beautiful digital cage. As we stand on the edge of this transformation, one truth stands tall. The future of cities is inevitable, but the character of that future is still in our hands. Smart cities will define the next generation, but whether they empower citizens or monitor them depends entirely on the choices we make today. Technology should serve humanity, not dominate it. Innovation should empower, not exploit, and progress should never come at the expense of freedom. Because the smartest city in the world will not be the one that collects the most data. It will be the one that respects its people the most. This is News Nexus, where technology meets humanity and the future meets truth. Thank you for joining us. If you found this discussion thought-provoking, please like, share, and subscribe. Together, let's keep exploring our changing world. Thoughtfully, fearlessly, and responsibly. Until next time, stay informed, stay aware, and stay connected wisely.